Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What it is, ho? Oh, what's up? Summer got fucked up. Girl, I had to make the intro about her. I'm sorry. Not sorry, though. I'm just saying, though, Summer got fucked up. Got tore a new asshole. Got tore out the frame, walked down, whatever you want to say. Girl, she got beat up, okay? And no, it's not really a flex beating up Summer, but I'm just saying this hoe talk too much. She do too much. Girl, I don't care. I was happy to see it, girl. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. Oh, Summer can't fight like that. It's not really a flex. I don't give a damn. She talk too much, ho. Girl, that's the first time she done shut up the whole goddamn episode, ho. I'll take it. But what's good? What's up, MessyMya? It's your girl, MessyMya, and I am back again with another video. So today, baby, we are going to be getting into some mess concerning Baddies Africa. We're going to recap it. We're going to get into it. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm so sorry. I still feel like the reason why Tavy, they call her Tavy. I thought she introduced her name as Tavy. Girl, I just don't know at this point, girl. Like I said, the girls call her Tavy. She call herself Tavy. I'm just like, girl. So I'm going to just say Tavy because I could have sworn in her confessional when she introduced herself, she said Tavy, baby. I could have sworn, but I'm just saying, girl, they just keep calling, girl. They keep calling her the wrong thing. Just like some of the girls call Elsie, Elsa, and then Fauna. Girl, I'm gonna put respect on your name, ho, because them bitches didn't, okay? But her name is Fauna, but it's spelled another way, girl. I gotta get into the names this season, but I'm pretty sure her name is Tavy, though. So the reason why Tavy and Diamond is fighting, I'm sorry, it's so dumb. Like, Tavy didn't mind her business, bitch. Natalie don't know you. She don't give a fuck about you, bitch. You get beat up, you get tore down. She's not gonna be right there. You get jumped, she's not gonna be right there. Natalie is not gonna ride for you the way you're riding for Natalie. You're literally meat munching. You don't know this hoe. You don't know her. You literally do not know her, and you're trying to get into it with DTB. You came at DTB online for absolutely no reason. You're mad because DTB snuck Natalie. It don't got nothing to do with you, ho. Natalie is a grown-ass woman. And then by the end of the episode, Natalie was kissing up to DTB and apologizing. So it's like, you did all this for no reason. Just for the bitch. Just, you doing all this, trying to check Diamond, basically, about, and not really accepting Natalie's BS anymore. Just for Natalie to apologize before the end of the episode. Just for her to apologize 10-15 minutes later. I don't know. I feel like I don't really care too much for Tavy. I feel like Tavy, in this moment with DTB, I feel like Tavy is definitely meat munching Natalie, trying to put herself in DTB and Natalie's business. It don't got nothing to do with you. You're new. You have not been here. You don't know Diamond, and you damn sure don't know Natalie. I don't know. I feel like the whole thing with Tavy is just weird. Like, for you to have this much animosity towards DTB over something that she did to another bitch, it reminds me of when Big Lex came into the house back on Baddies Midwest and she confronted Jayla about how Jayla was acting the season prior. Ho, you weren't there. You weren't there. You don't know what was going on, ho. What are we talking about? So anyways, yeah, I feel like this beef is stupid. I'm not going to lie. And really, I hope they squash it because it's dumb. It's dumb. I feel like Tavy is okay outside of this situation, but this situation, she loses me because it's just like, girl, like, you weren't there. You don't know Natalie. Natalie don't know you. And I promise you, Natalie is not going to ride for you the way you're riding for her. So anyways, yeah, so I'm saying she was licking and sucking all up on Natalie's chin, meat munching. Yeah, meat munching, being a kiss up. Ho, you're not going to get no cool points, ho. You're not going to get no cool points, ho. So anyways, so yeah, girl, so you know what I'm saying? She's a chinian at this point. She's a chinian. She's a follower. She's a meat muncher, a chin licker. We're going to call her a chin licker, a chin licking chinian. So yeah, so her and DTB are into it. Y'all know DTB got her on the bus, girl. She said she slipped. It don't matter. You got beat up by DTB of all people, ho. You tried to pick on her. She was duking you all upside your head. The first couple rounds y'all went in the backyard. The first couple rounds y'all went in the backyard. You weren't doing shit. But I'm not going to lie. The third round, or the fourth, whatever, okay, their very last round that happened right when the episode started, I'm not going to lie, I feel like Tavy got DTB. I'm not going to lie, she didn't beat her up, she didn't dog her out, she didn't get her on the floor, you know what I'm saying, and DTB was in there, she stood her, I feel like DTB held her own, but I feel like if we're going based off of hits, Tavy got that. I'm not going to lie. Her first hit where she connected it right on the side of Diamond's jaw. Okay, no shade. And then towards the end of the fight, she was missing the hits in between, but Diamond was also missing her hits in between. But towards the end of this little scuffle, she was uppercutting my bitch. She was uppercutting her. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Tavy got this round. Okay, you know what I'm saying? DTB and Tavy was in there. It is what it is. But my thing is with Tavy, bitch, the way she was talking on the bus, I thought she was going to mob Diamond. Bitch, it took you how many rounds to finally get her? A little bit, and you ain't even really dog her out like that. But you did get her, though. I'm not going to lie, girl. You was uppercutting my bitch on her shit. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you, girl. But I don't know. I just expected more from Tavy. Like, I didn't really expect for y'all to get off the bus, be face-to-face, and in the paint and going head up, and DTB keeping up with you half of those rounds. I didn't really expect that. I don't know, but whatever. We just gonna have to see what it is. So towards the end of Tavy and Diamond's last fight, bitch, listen, girl, Bit Lex sneaks Scotty. Now, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. I seen some mixed reviews. I seen some people say that they don't feel bad for Scotty. I seen people say that they do feel bad for Scotty and they feel like Bit Lex is being a bully and she, you know, yeah. But let me just say this. And when it comes to Bit Lex sneaking Scotty, let me tell y'all why I actually don't give a fuck about it. Okay, I just don't. I don't care. Like, I'm sorry, I really don't. Like, I'm not saying that Bit Lex is right because obviously she's not right. You fight way better than her. You sneaking Scotty is not really like... But this is how I feel. I feel like Bit Lex called out Scotty at the reunion. Scotty hesitated, then she stood up, and then she was protected. She was protected. So, bitch, if you're protected, and security is going to go out of their way to make sure that you're not only getting touched, but you're not getting touched by me, because they know what it is, and they know I'm going to beat you up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is at this point because you're protected. That's what I'm saying. In terms of like Natalie and DTB too, and I feel like some of y'all are hypocrites, right? So y'all mad at Bit Lex because Bit Lex been calling out Scotty and she can't get that because Scotty is protected, right? But then y'all turn around and y'all hyped up DTB when DTB snuck Natalie because Natalie was protected and Natalie was running from the fade. I just don't get it. That's what I be talking about. Like, some of y'all be hypocrites. Like, some of y'all be hypocrites. I'm not going to lie. Like, yes, a part of me did feel bad for Scotty because Scotty was minding her business. She looked so beautiful. She was just hyping up Bit Lex in the first episode of Baddies Africa, saying, basically telling Natalie, like, yeah, like, how you wish you would be in a pretty category with me and Lex and you could never, you would never. Girl, you can't do that. And the craters in that chin, you can't do that. You're not in a pretty category with me and Lex. She gave Bit Lex her props. She came in, she was cute, she was not expecting it, it was completely off guard. I understand why you guys are mad. Trust me, I get it. But again, y'all the same ones that was hyping up DTB when she snuck Natalie because Natalie was protected. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand. If somebody gets PC'd up all the time and they're protected all the time, and every single time you want to get in the field with them, security is literally holding you back. And you're telling me, like, come on, like, if she would have called out Scotty for it, she already did. She already did. That's why Scotty said it in her confessional. Scotty admitted it herself. She said, "Oh yeah, like she could have just She could have just came up to me and asked for a one-on-one fade." But then she was like, "Oh yeah," well, she's like, "Oh yeah, I did that," and she was like, "Girl, I don't give a fuck, that girl, cause you know she been called you out for a one-on-one fade." Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all need to, I feel like y'all don't really try to put yourselves in their shoes. Like, so you telling me if you continue to call somebody out, right? You got pressure with them, you continue to call them out, right? Yes or no? And they're protected, they're PC'd up. You tried to do it the right way. You tried to call out a fair one-on-one. But what happened? Security is protecting them. They PC'd up. So, baby, he snuck you. It was the same exact thing with DTB and Natalie. Like, if anything, what DTB did was worse, in my opinion. And DTB, I prefer DTB over Bit Lex any day, and y'all know this. But I'm just saying, DTB literally pretended to be Natalie's friend, up and was taking shots with her, being friendly with her, up until they got out on stage, and then hugged her and snuck her. Like, I feel like, and like I said, I'm not mad at DTB about it, but I'm not gonna sit here and hype up DTB for knocking Natalie all upside her chin and sneaking her, and then when Bit Lex do the same thing to Scotty, y'all mad. I'm gonna be mad. I'm not mad. I'm sorry. Yes, like I said, I do feel bad for Scotty. She came in looking cute. She wasn't expecting it, okay? She wasn't. You know, yeah. But baby, y'all bitches can't be walking around thinking y'all untouched. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to think about it. The bitches that get in the paint and that are not protected, they don't walk around like they're untouched. But when you walk around like you're untouched, is when the girls is going to feel like they're going to have to sneak you because you're protected, you're PC'd up. So that's how I feel. I feel like if security would have never protected Scotty the way that she was being protected, which we all know why she's being protected. Come on now. CEO is allegedly putting her through a mattress, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like cracking her. So it's like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You the little CEO side boo, allegedly. I understand. But it's just like, girl, you're protected, and that's how she felt like she was gonna get you. That's just how I feel about the Lex and Scotty thing. But I'm not gonna lie, it does not make what Lex did it doesn't make it right. I said the same thing with DTB. What DTB did was not right, but am I mad at her for it? No. Am I mad at Lex? No. But it wasn't right though, and I did feel bad for Scotty. I feel like two things can be true at one time. That's just how I feel about it. But I feel like them fighting beyond this point, like Lex continuing to try to fight Scotty every single time she's seen her after this episode, I feel like it's completely stupid and it's unnecessary. And yeah, I feel like it's dumb because by the end of the episode they were being friendly with each other like nothing happened. Like nothing happened. So it's like, if y'all fight, I'm not even gonna say if y'all fight again because we all know they fought again. So it's like, y'all fighting again is stupid. Because, first of all, y'all issue with each other is not even all that. You know what I'm saying? Lex, you came out on stage, you jumped Scotty. In my opinion, I didn't really give a damn because Scotty jumped Summer. So Summer jumped her back with her bitches. Okay. It's still wrong. But again, if y'all weren't doing this, it wouldn't be done to you. So Scotty jumped Lex back and Lex wanted that. She needed that. Okay. I feel like nothing is wrong with that. So now you got your fade. You got multiple fades. So I just don't understand why Scotty and Lex were fighting beyond this point, because now it's just like, and then like I said, it's one thing if the beef would have continued throughout the episode, but they were literally cool throughout the episode after they got into it. So it's just like, I don't know, like them getting into it beyond this episode is just so dumb to me. But let's go ahead and keep going. Okay, so like I said, Lex, you know what I'm saying? Scotty got stung by Lex, and then Lex walks up on her and hits her again. And this is when Scotty was backing up and she was like, you jumped too. Girl, security tried to save Scotty, but Lex still got her. So now at this point, Lex and Scotty are kind of going around in circles because Scotty is trying to get her lick back. Security is in the way. I don't know. It's just like, just let them fight. Just let them fight. At this point, Scotty is hyped up. She want to fight. Why can't they fight? Security, move. Security is still trying to protect. This is what I'm talking about. Security is still trying to protect Scotty when Scotty is wanting to fight. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, let this girl fight. She want to fight, let her fight. She just got snuck. Let this girl fight. I just don't understand security. Security is annoying. Like, if I just got snuck, bitch, you better back up and let me fight. Mind you. So it's like, y'all the reason why she in this position in the first place. If y'all didn't protect her so much, she wouldn't have got snuck. So, girl, I'm mad for Scotty at this point, girl. I'm just like, let Scotty get her lick back. Let her do what she gotta do. So, like I said, Scotty is, of course, trying to get her lick back. Security's in the way. Lex just keep on swinging at her. And so does Summer. In my opinion, I don't really feel like Scotty got snuck. But the fact that Scotty kept crying about, oh, yeah, they're jumping. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't feel like Scotty got jumped. Because, like I said, like, maybe, like, tag teams, okay, but I don't think she got jumped. Lex and Summer were not fighting her at the same time, or at least I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? I seen Summer sneak her. Summer did the same thing to Scotty what she did to Slim. Like, you know how Slim had just got into it with Rolly, and then she turned around. Her and Rolly were done fighting, and then she turned around, and then boom, there goes Summer. That's how it was. But it's like the fact that Scotty was, like, crying about how the girls were jumping her, when the first episode you tried to jump Natalie, and then last season you literally jumped Summer, but now you're mad that you feel like Summer is jumping you, even though she's not even jumping you. It's just, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, like, it's hard to feel bad for these girls when you know their track record. Like, if you know their track record and you know what they've been doing, it's hard to feel bad for them sometimes. But I still be feeling bad, but at the same time, I can still clock it. I can still feel bad and be like, yeah, well, bitch, I mean, You sitting here crying about how Summer jumping you, but you just jumped Summer last season, and then tried to jump Natalie 2 episodes ago. Girl, make it make sense. But I still felt bad for Scotty, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I still felt bad. I'm sorry, girl. Like I said. So yeah, Ivory is mad because Summer is doing Scotty like that, but I am glad that somebody did stick up for Scotty, because at this point, even though it was like a tag team more so, it's still just like, you know what I'm saying, she just got snuck, and then she got to worry about Summer sneaking her, and Summer sneaking her and hitting her while she trying to get legs, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm definitely am glad that somebody stuck up for Scotty, because nobody was sticking up for Scotty. It literally was Summer and Big Lex against Scotty. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad that Ivory got that from Summer. Okay, so like I said, Ivory did not like how they was doing Scotty. You know what I'm saying? She called out Summer. She said, I need that. So Ivory wants Summer, and Summer was like not only backing up, but Dolly kept pulling Summer away from she kept pulling, girl, Dolly, why you not taking the fade for Summer now? Girl, she take the fade for Summer any other time when she feel like Summer is gonna get beat up. Girl, Ivory dogged Summer. Like, this is what I mean by, like, getting dogged. Like, you can't do nothing. And I feel like Summer did okay when she was standing up against Ivory. Like, when they were standing up and they were in the paint, I feel like Summer was doing okay. She was swinging, she was connecting, she was hitting Ivory all upside her head. You know what I'm saying? But Ivory was also getting her too. Rushed her to the point where Summer got on the ground. Baby, when she had Summer on that ground, bitch, I'm talking about Summer can't do nothing, girl. Swimming. Dog, when I say somebody is getting dogged out, this is what I'm talking about. When I say somebody is getting dogged, it's a difference between winning a fight, getting beat up, and getting dogged out. Ivory dogged this bitch. And like I said, although Scotty did jump Summer last season, at the end of the day, that altercation, and like I said, girl, it's hard to feel bad for you if you feel like you getting jumped when you literally jumped that same girl. However, it was between Scotty and Big Lex, and Summer was, you know what I'm saying? You know, Summer don't care. Girl, Summer will jump, tag team, girl, she'll sneak you while you trying to get somebody else. So it's like you steady trying to sneak this girl while she trying to get Big Lex. So now you're on the floor swimming. Your lip is busted. You look a mess. You just got dogged out. Now what? I just know Scotty was happy. I know she was. And girl, we didn't hear Summer mouth damn near the whole episode after this, because y'all know how Summer is, girl. Ivory silenced her, girl. I was living for it. I was glad, girl. Ivory dogged her out, and that was that. Like I said, Summer did okay when they were standing up and they was in the paint. But, baby, when they got on that ground, Ivory was doing her. We all seen it. Beat that 28-year-old child like a drum. Okay, walked her down, got her on the ground. Yeah, she whooped her. I said what I said. And we just gonna leave that where it is, because, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was the highlight of the episode, boo. That was the highlight of the episode. I said what I said, okay? So this my thing with Natalie too. Natalie, you're fake as hell. Natalie is so fucking fake. Just 2 episodes ago, where Scotty was trying to get on you with Anna, and you was getting into it with Scotty and Anna, and now you're trying to be fake, act like she's your friend, and save her. Natalie, you're not fooling anybody, girl. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Cole killer her. So she confronts DTV for acting funny. Okay, now in my opinion, I get why she's irritated. Because, of course, you know what I'm saying, Tinkerbella and DTV, they did a remix of the song. But mind you, this is a remix of a remix. But still, the song, the similarities were crazy, okay? They even went as far as, like, stealing some of the lyrics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I get why Code Killer is mad. I understand why she's mad. Trust me, I get it. But Diamond was a feature. She was a feature on the song. Like, it wasn't her song. It was Tinkerbella. It was Tinkerbella's song. So take that up with Tinkerbella. So girl, you know what I'm saying? She wants to get her. She's irritated. Like I said, I understand why she's irritated. But baby, if she doesn't know you, if she never heard of your song, she said she didn't even know the original song. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Cold Killer still wants that. Okay? She puts in her mouth guard, and in my opinion, girl, she got whooped. You got whooped twice in a row. Okay, Diamond was putting knee to forehead. She tossed you onto the ground. Girl, she put you on your back. She popped you. You know what I'm saying? Diamond was just beating her up. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Diamond is getting a lot better at squabbling this season. Like, I just feel like Diamond is just not letting these girls, like, tear her out the frame. And I love it. I love it. Do y'all know how hard it is being a fan of somebody who can't, but you know what I'm saying? I still stick by my girl. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, Diamond was in there. I feel like Diamond is not letting these girls play with her this season. And she's not going down without a fight. And I loved it. I loved every minute. Yeah, girl. She got whooped. Okay, she got whooped. And in my opinion, I feel like she been getting whooped this whole time. Okay? But you know what I'm saying? It's cool though. You know what I'm saying? I still like what I'm saying. She's still not backing down. She's still getting into it. She still got heart. I feel like she got heart. But girl, you're not winning anything, girl. You didn't even win against Summer. Dolly tore you up. It's just a mess. I feel like she's just a mess. But whatever, girl. She's here and she's into it. She's in the field. Okay? So like I said, I feel like all y'all keep calling out DTB, but y'all not really doing shit with her though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so Summer is icing her face and still arguing with Scotty. Okay, so Scotty starts to argue with the whole big three, and then I'm saying her and Big Legs exchanged words, and then Scotty ate her up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and this is why I feel like Big Legs wanted to run it again, because everything was cool. They was taking shots. I'm saying Scotty was arguing with the big three, but it really wasn't going anywhere. And then Scotty said, "Yeah, and I still look good, just like the reunion." I'm sorry, she kind of ate her up though. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what it was. Girl, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I know what it was. Scotty ate her up, bro. Bit Legs was so triggered by this girl. She did this little move, because y'all know how Scotty do like the little kick, right? So, like, you could tell she was anticipating the kick. She knew the kick was coming. So, like, she was, like, playing around with Scotty while she was squaring up, and then she just started duking. But when she started duking, baby, I slowed it down, and she really wasn't connecting like that. I don't know. It looked good, though. I'm not gonna lie. It looked good, like, when I didn't slow it down, and then I slowed it down, and I was like, baby, you... Yeah. You didn't really connect any of your hits, like, and then Scotty just sitting there just not doing anything. I'm just like, girl, please just stop this, girl. I'm over it. She was right there in front of you and you still missed. Child, but y'all know security don't let them fight for too long. It was just a mess. Anyways, so yeah, so like I said, she did this little move because she knew Scotty kick was coming. I'm saying she tried to get Scotty again. Girl, I slowed it down. Like I said, it looked good. I'm like, oh, she getting Scotty. Baby, I slowed it down. Bit Legs didn't connect anything. And Scotty just sitting there taking it, girl. So Scotty goes on to say that she didn't have an issue with them for real, but they turned on her. I'm just like, girl, oh my gosh. Summer did, and I'm just like, well, no, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. Because everything was cool until Summer you know what I'm saying, started butting her head in, started butting in Scotty's business. Like, it had nothing to do with Scotty. Scotty was into it with Rolly, I think, and then Rolly put it out there that, like, Scotty was being messy and carrying the bone and telling this person what that person said between their little OG friend group, and then that's when Summer got in, and she was like, oh, Scotty, you a fake ass hoe. I would never do that to my bitches. I would never do that to my friends. And then that's how it got started. So it's like, technically, Scotty's not wrong. Like, Summer started this entire thing. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like Summer is the issue. Summer started the whole entire thing. Okay, so Natalie and DTB start to argue again. When they start doing baddie shot o'clock, DTB don't want to do it. She don't feel like it. And it's just like, girl, unlike you, my girl's in the field, okay? If my girl is tired and she not in the mood right now and she don't want to say baddie shot o'clock, girl, leave her alone before she pop you again. This is why she popped your ass, okay? This is why she popped you in your chin. This is why she knocked you all upside your chin and your head, boo. Because you talk too much and you keep fucking with her. Leave her alone. Like, leave my girl alone. She's sitting there minding her business and Natalie just keep popping it. Be quiet. And then for you to pop it, and then whenever she asks you if you need that, if you want that, what you want to do, and you be like, oh no, I'm not going to give you any clout. I'm not going to, even though you're in your confessionals, popping it, talking about how we can get in the field anytime you want to. When I see Diamond, it's on site. But every single time she call you out for a fade, you don't want that. You don't. You don't want that. And you tell her that you're not going to give her any more clout, but here you are messing with her. She's not even worried about you. Like Diamond said, baby, it's 15 girls here, and you're worried about me. Leave me alone before she pops you again. So, girl, let's go ahead and get into it, okay? Like I said, they kind of get into it. It's not really like Diamond just like, girl, stop messing with me, stop talking to me. And I'm just like, I agree, especially if you're not going to get in the field, and every single time I ask you if you want to get in the field, you say, no, girl, leave me the hell alone. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone, ho. Okay, so Natalie starts to talk about Anna because Russian asks Natalie, like, girl, where's Anna? Did you fire her? Natalie is like, yeah, like, I fired her. I had to let her go. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you let her go because she whooped you. She whooped you multiple times. She popped you. Girl, you didn't know what to do with Anna. Okay, that's why I still cannot believe that Anna, this is why Anna went home. I cannot believe that this is why Anna went home. Like, and y'all know I be popping it about Anna, but I'm mad that this is the reason why she went home. You mad? You that mad because she whooped you? Girl, it's not her fault. You can't fight, girl. Anyways, so yeah, so they start talking about it or whatever. Bad Dolly starts, you know what I'm saying? Yum yum yum, munch munch munch. Is it good? Come up for air. Come up for air. Is it good, girl? So anyways. So yeah, so you know what I'm saying? They start to ask, they get to asking Natalie, like, yeah, like, what happened to Anna? Natalie was like, yeah, I gotta let her go, whatever. And then here come Bad Dolly, like I said, meat munching Natalie talking about oh yeah, cause you make boss decisions, that's what you do. Girl, Bad Dolly, nobody was talking to you, and DTB ate her up. She said, yeah, she, you know what I'm saying, boss decisions, right? Like how she still ain't give you a baddies chain yet. Now Natalie is mad, talking about how Diamond is always challenging her. Stop challenging me. Get in the pain, girl. You know you don't want to get in the pain, girl, because as soon as she step up and square with you, you gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna give you no more clout, girl. She called you out last episode to get in the pain. You didn't want to do it, girl. Please. So in the midst of this argument, Natalie apologizes, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Tavy, you were so hell-bent on getting in the pain for Natalie and being a chinian, right? Yeah, because that's what you do. You sticking up for Natalie, and here comes Natalie apologizing to DTB about how she made DTB feel. Like, I don't know. Like, I would feel, if I was Tavy, I would feel so dumb. I'm not gonna lie. I would feel dumb. Girl, so like I said, Natalie apologizes to DTB. She said that she's sorry for not showing her any respect and that she's a great MVB for a reason. She's a star and that's why she's coming back. They make up, no hugs. Girl, if I was Natalie, I wouldn't want one either. Girl, you snuck me last time we hugged. I'm good. Okay, so Elsie tells Kay Rican, I'm sorry, but we have to get into it. Okay. So she's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't want to do this, but we got to get into it. Kay Rican was like, what's up? And she was like grabbing Kay Rican's arms, and Kay Rican was like, what's up? And then they get into it, and then, girl, I don't know, like, they start squabbling. In my opinion, I feel like Kay Rican and Elsie, I feel like it was weak. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it was weak. I was a girl. Snooze fest yawn. I was just like, girl, what is going on? Okay. But apparently, Kay Rican was puffing. She was puffing on that vape or whatever. And then Elsie looked at her and was like, basically trying to be bossy, telling her like, oh yeah, you shouldn't do that. And then of course Kay Rican was like, girl, who are you? You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have been like too, girl. If I'm doing something, girl, who are you to tell me to stop? Okay, so yeah, I guess that's what it get. Girl, I don't know. It was just a mess, but apparently it was some off-camera stuff. While they're into it, Code Killer. Okay, she jumps in to help Kay. Tavy is like, nah, and I respect that. So Kay and Elsie are still fighting, and then Elsie and Kokilla get into it, and I feel like Kokilla got her. This is the first time that Kokilla, I'm trying to say it. I don't want you two to flag it. That's why I'm saying it like that. I'm just gonna call her KK. I'm gonna call her KK because I'm not trying to get the so KK got her, in my opinion, and I just feel like that says a lot about Elsie because KK can't fight. KK been getting whooped this entire time. KK got whooped by Summer. KK got... Did she get whooped by Summer? Or did she get whooped by Dolly? I don't know. But all I know is that KK didn't win not near Faye this entire time. She got a mouthpiece on her. Not gonna lie, she be reading the girls down. She be into it. But she can't fight. She can't get down. So you got by KK. And I was hoping that Elsie would win because again, KK jumped her. So it's just like, girl, you let this girl jump you and beat you up after that. So yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Elsie ran up again. KK was getting her again. Elsie is mad at this point. Summer look a mess. Girl, Summer Summer looks a mess, girl. So now Russian wants it from Kay Rican, and my only thing is with Russian, it's like, girl, you should have been did that. Y'all had nothing but space to opportunity. Kay Rican has not gotten into it with somebody in a minute since she first got into the house. I feel like Russian, if you really needed that from her, you should have been got it from her, boo. You should have been got that. But I still like Russian though. But I'm just like, girl, you should have been did that. Like, why you wait until the next bitch attack her for you to want to get her? You should have been got that. Okay, and then the reason why she wants to fight Kay Rican is stupid. I would see why she wouldn't like Kay Rican, because she said that, okay, she went to Kay Rican, they was talking or whatever, chatting up whatever, and she called Elsie Kay weird. But Kay Rican apparently also called her weird, but even though knowing that she called her weird, also she went and told Elsie Kay that, you know, Russian was being messy and saying that she thought she was weird. First of all, you guys at that point didn't even know her enough to call her weird. It's just so funny to me how you guys are calling the only African girl in the house weird. The only girl with a heavy accent weird. The only, like I said, the only, first of all, it's Baddies Africa. There's only one African girl on the show, and y'all getting together and calling her weird. Mind you, this was like one of the first days off camera. Why are y'all calling her weird and y'all don't even know this girl yet? Y'all don't know her enough to determine whether she's weird or not. If I was Elsie Kay, I would have got it from both of y'all. And it just confused me because you called her weird, but you were in her face throughout the episode. And even tried to tag team it with her. Like, I just don't get it. So, I don't know. I still like Kay Rican and I like Russian, but the whole thing was just weird to me. I feel like Russian should have been got her. Why did you wait until somebody else got her for you to want to get her? She out of breath. She walking away. She don't want to fight. And you trying to get her after she just got. I don't know. I thought it was weird to me, but you know, Russian wants that. She wants that bad. She kicking in doors and she knocking stuff over, and she in the house just tearing the house up because she wants Kay Rican, because Kay Rican told somebody else that she called them weird, even though she did call them weird. And yes, I understand that Kay Rican was being messy for that, but it's just like, you did call her weird. You called her weird though. You called her weird. Like, I just don't get it. Girl, I don't know. I just don't get it. But yeah, Russian was getting on my nerves right here. Like I said, I still like her. I think that she's a pretty girl, but I don't know, she kind of lost me. Okay, but so at this point, Natalie pulled Diamond Body aside, showed her the room, showed her everything that she's going to be getting into while she's in Africa. In my opinion, I feel like she was kind of ass kissing a little bit and trying to bribe DTB and to not really messing with her anymore. But I mean, girl, to each his own, girl. DTB ate it up, girl. Her room was nice. Everything surrounding the room was nice. And her and Natalie kind of left it at that. Natalie was just like, hey, towards the end of the tour or whatever, she was just like, just leave me alone. Don't clout chase off me. Do what you want to do with the other girls. Just leave me out of it. And I'm just like, okay, well, don't be shading her. Don't shade her. Don't say slick comments. And then not expect her to get you. Leave her alone too. Like, let's get into it, baby. You're not innocent. She just didn't wake up one day and decide that she was just gonna hit you and pick on you for no reason. Boo, no, you was being shady, Miss Shady Boots, Miss Shady Chin, baby. That's when she got you, baby. Don't shade her, and then we're all good. We're all good. So, girl, Rolly is making her food. Everybody is fighting in the rooms. Tavy takes her name off the door and puts it on the big 3 room. I thought it was kind of weird. And I thought that they were going to get into it, but Bad Dolly was like, no, bitch, you're not going to stay in here. Bit Lex was like, girl, this is my bed, so I don't even care. Bit Lex was not worried at all. Bad Dolly was just like, no, this is our room, girl, boo, girl, bye. Me personally, if I was somebody from the big 3, I would have popped Tavy, because, girl, this is not your room, and you're not going to sleep in here. Baby, it would have been Daisy and TT all over again, back on Baddies Going Wild. Like how Daisy tried to come in the room and TT was like, oh, you're not sleeping here, bitch. We would have been scrapping about that. Like, you're not coming in here. You're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like somebody should have popped her, but that's just me. Maybe they weren't really worried about it. But let's go ahead and get into it. So Elsie Kay is literally crashing out. She's mad. She's mad. I'm not gonna lie. Girl, Ivory's trying to joke with her, trying to coach her a little bit, trying to calm her down. Nothing is working. And in my opinion, I just don't know why they don't let them fight again. Like, why are they going so long without fighting? And this girl is just getting more and more mad. Just let them fight. But yeah, Elsie Kay, she was... Is her name Elsie Kay? Elsie, girl, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still learning their names, but Elsie is crashing out. Okay, so they end up showing Elsie her room, and she's on the balcony, and she confronts KK for jumping. Cole, you know who. Okay, so while on the balcony, Russian is also on that with KK for jumping too, and it's just like, Russian, Elsie came into the room. Russian is literally hugging this girl. Like, they're just like, or trying to hug her, trying to like be all up on her. Like, you didn't just call her weird, and like you weren't just talking behind her back, and then now you're trying to like insert yourself into her beef when it had nothing to do with you. But I'm not mad about it because KK, she was wrong for jumping. It was a one-on-one fade. Why are you mad? Why are you jumping? Stop jumping. It's weird. So I'm not mad that Russian stuck up for Elsie, but it's more just so like you're acting like she's your friend, like sitting here hugging on her as soon as she came into the room, but you just called her weird though. That don't make no sense. But okay. Girl, I guess. So girl, so Ivory is being messy. Ivory tells her like, girl, come downstairs. You guys are arguing. You guys are into it. Y'all confronting girls from the balcony. Come downstairs and get your one. Come downstairs and get your one, babe. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she calls them scary and tells them to come downstairs. They go downstairs. Russian is still loud, and Russian just won't shut up. Okay, so now she's talking shit to Fauna about Kay. And she, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they friends or whatever. So she's like, oh, go get your friend. Go get your friend. Fauna said, Kay Rican not here. She not feeling good. So what's up? That's my itch. Like, what you want to do? So, girl, why did I say Russia? Oh, my God. Russian and Fauna start getting into it. And I'm not going to lie, baby, they're both throwing them things. I'm not going to lie. In my opinion, I feel like Fauna got Russian while they were on their 2 feet. But again, she was getting Russian. And Russian put her in a headlock and got her on the floor. It was going to work. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I feel like Fauna and this could be just my opinion, but I feel like Fauna and Russian's fade was the best fade of the night. I'm not going to lie. I do. I feel like they were both getting each other at one point. They both know how to fight. They was into it. Girl, like I said, Russian headlocked this hoe, put her on the floor, start duking. You know what I'm saying? Going to work, and then Fauna literally, I don't know how she did it. I got to rewatch it, but like, okay. So they were into it. They were standing up. Fauna was getting her, in my opinion. Then that's when Russian grabbed her, headlocked her, pulled her onto the floor, started going to work again. But Fauna like flipped her over. Like, she got flipped first, but then she like flipped her back over. And then Russian was like, she didn't stop swinging. I'm not gonna lie, they was into it, boo. They was into it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I feel like their fade was the best fade of the night. Okay. I'm saying, girl, she flipped Russian back over quick. Okay. Russian never stopped swinging, and towards the end, Fauna got her again. Okay, like I said, best fight so far during this episode. Oh, other than Ivory versus Summer. Okay, KK and Summer run it again. KK did better, in my opinion, but I feel like Summer still got her. I'm just like, girl, KK can't fight, but it's okay, girl. She's still in the field. She's not scared. She got heart. It's okay. So Scotty, DTB, and Rolly meet up the next morning. DTB with this neck pillow got me weak. She be having me weak with this neck pillow, girl. So, girl, KK, Pretty P, Russian, and Tavy meet up for a scene to recap everything from the night before. Tavy starts checking KK for picking sides and jumping in beefs, and I do definitely understand why. She was getting into it with her about jumping because, girl, again, why are you jumping? But it's like, again, you're trying to check her for inserting herself into something that had nothing to do with her, but you literally did the same thing. You literally did the same thing, pot calling the kettle black, and I said what I said, okay? At least KK knows Kay Rican a little bit. Like, you didn't even know Natalie, and you was me munching Natalie, trying to get into it with Natalie because of what the next bitch did to her. It just didn't make no sense, okay? So Summer and Dolly joins them, mind you. They had just robbed Pretty P out her purse, Rolex watch, and vape, threw the watch in the pool, and got beat up for it, okay? So I'm just like, let's see what's going to happen. And they jumped KK the episode before that. So I'm just like, okay, they're bringing Summer and Dolly in, knowing that they got beef with these girls. Pretty P stood up immediately as soon as they walked up. Summer apologized and basically said it was because Pretty P was trying to be funny about her mom at the reunion, which she was. I do love Pretty P, but she was. I remember that video going around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's girl, Summer's still a bum for doing what she did, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna deny it. Pretty P was definitely, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what else happened? Like, oh, Dolly and KK, they start to shade each other, right? Yeah. So they started to shade each other. You know what I'm saying? Bad Dolly was like, girl, I didn't even recognize you, girl. You got all this makeup on. I didn't recognize you because you're hiding your black eye. I didn't recognize you. You was getting beat up yesterday. You was getting toe up. I didn't recognize you without your black eye, baby. You got that makeup on to cover it and stuff like that. And then KK was like, girl, I didn't recognize you either. What are we talking about? I didn't recognize you either. And then, baby, they start getting into it. And then Summer runs up on KK, and KK popped her with some baby powder. Girl, it had to be something. It was something. I don't know what it was, but baby, it was powder everywhere. Girl. So, yeah. And that is where the episode ended.